Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Baka-Talk podcast today. I am joined by co-host Weez.
I'm Weez. Thanks for being here, I guess.
And co-host Boom.
Welcome.
And today we will talk about... Well, we will start off with apparently Spotify does this rap thing.
Yeah, so we just got some free content because Spotify was just like, hey, we're going to give you some random analytics about your podcast.
And the way they put it is amazing.
When
Oh,
I
hold on a
first
second. I need to move so I can face the TV.
Okay.
when I first heard about it, I honestly thought that we were doing
Now
a
remember,
rap
we
for
make as
Spotify
much
for some
noise as
reason.
possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
No, I thought we were like doing an actual rap, like,
Okay.
and here is Boom on the mic.
Mixed up.
And that's what I thought it was, but it's not that because I don't use Spotify because I download my music like a true Chad. I don't have commercials and I have to pay the benefit.
Well, anyways, we have the Spotify thing, and it's just like, the first things first. You had a lot of firsts this year.
Next.
So Spotify always does this for normal people.
I didn't know they did it for podcasts.
Well, I didn't know they did it for podcasts. Usually they'll tell you like how many songs you listen to or whatever, but here it's telling us analytics.
And they got this cool graphic thingy where it's trophies on like a red ribbon thingy. And it's kind of hypnotizing, actually.
Yeah, we were just gonna stare at this all day.
Yeah,
That's because you guys are easy to hypnotize. I do it to you all the time.
Yeah, it's true. Anyways, I'm going to hit this red button.
Let's
and
go.
hit-
So the next slide is, on January 5th, you released your first episode of the year, ReZero, or Baka-Talk episode 15, the ReZero Talk.
back when we used to actually number what episode we were on.
Dang.
We don't do that
Those
anymore.
were the days.
Wait, do we not do that anymore?
I lost track. So
And
I
it
stopped
says,
doing it.
that's
Alright.
gotta feel good.
Yeah, it felt real good. I don't even remember what we did.
ReZero does feel good.
We
It's
talked
good.
about ReZero.
ReZero's a really nice feel-good show.
I think this was like, we watched the first episode of season 2.
I think we watched all of season 2, part 1. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we were
that's
talking
probably
about
it.
it and getting excited for because
The part 2 of
because
coming
part 2 of season 2 didn't come out till like February or something.
Yeah.
Part 2 was even better than part 1 somehow.
It was like, wow.
Oh my goodness, ReZero's so good.
It
out.
is.
All right, next slide.
Your show made some new friends in new places. We got your first streams into new countries.
These places loved These places loved you the most. Portugal and India.
Like I said before,
Hello to all of our fans in Portugal
In
and
India.
India.
I'm surprised we're not banned in India.
Why?
Man, it's India. Do you know how many times I've talked about eating cows on this thing?
That is true. Well, does everybody in India like do the whole no eating?
Man,
Beef?
if you walk on a road
I'm not.
in India, Carl hit you. Cow walks on the road in India, everyone stops.
I know that because is it the Buddhist religion or whatever?
It's because you apparently the greatest honor is reincarnating
Hinduism.
into cow.
Yeah.
On the bright side, I'm sure everyone who reincarnates a cow in America, they're not feeling too good about it.
Probably not. They're like, I'm in danger.
Like,
Feels bad.
Oh man, I'm the greatest thing on earth. I'm a cow. Why was I born on a farm? Oh, wait a minute.
It's just what's that?
Now we're
animal
trash
called?
talking
And then
India.
Portugal is South America, right?
It's by Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
So that's cool.
Hello, all of our fans there.
I
Hola.
actually don't know much about Portugal. So
Hola, como estás? Give me your cheese.
I've been to South America before, so I've basically been to Portugal.
dude, awesome. You know how to speak the language then, right?
Yes.
Actually, Spanish for Mexico and Latin America versus across the world, Spanish is different.
I know. People that speak proper Spanish are like, yeah, that's basically slang.
Yeah.
So
It's like how Australia speaks nothing but slang.
right. All right, next one.
Anyways, next one. You had some impressive growth this year.
I love these
So,
numbers.
That's what she said.
Well, we can't wait for what you do next. So what happened is last year we had 14 episodes out. This year we had a lot more than that.
We are on our 60th episode, I believe,
Yeah,
today.
so it's
yes.
since this year we're going to have 52 or so episodes. And last year we had 14. The number of streams we have went up by 999%.
Which is pretty great.
Yes. No, it's not even 999%. It's plus 999%. What you know what that means?
It's over 9,000.
It's over
Oh
9,000.
my goodness. So we
That's a
also
JoJo
have,
reference if you couldn't catch it.
We also have over 652% up for hours, 450% up for listeners, and 288% up for followers.
I want to see
I
that
wish
follower
they would
percentage
give-
up more.
I know.
Yeah,
I need to
honestly.
rule the world.
We
Up
need
those numbers.
Next year, let's make that followers percent like 500%. Let's go.
Let's pump it up.
Get everyone
Pump
to
the numbers,
follow
baby.
us.
Heck yeah.
Follow us on Spotify.
Next slide. If I can hit the button. Why do they make them so small?
I don't know.
Shut up.
In 2021, you and your fans had a moment. Many of them, actually.
Oh, so many heart touching.
Considering I
moments.
don't talk to my fans, I don't know where this is going.
There was like one comment.
No, we do talk to our
Twitter or
fans.
whatever.
Yeah, we talk to like
Yeah.
Twitter, and there's the guy on YouTube, which is amazing. So he taught me how to actually use Steins Gate properly.
What do you mean? You didn't know how to use it?
I didn't know all the shortcuts, and then he made like a literal booklet of like he basically gave me the instructions in the comment section on how to like do all the
I was
shortcuts.
telling you shortcuts while we were doing it.
Yeah, but I don't listen to you.
Man.
All right, what we got? What's the moments?
10 fans listen to us more than any other podcast.
Y'all need to get a life.
All right, you guys have a problem.
So-
if you listen to us three idiots more than another podcast,
You need
Why?
a life.
For reference,
I
we
like-
were looking at this before we started recording.
Like
and
now,
we're just
everything
like, okay,
now
whatever.
is gonna be a surprise.
Then we got to this thing and we're like, oh, this is content.
yeah, this is
Why?
content because why?
like, thank you, but why so much?
Why so much?
And
Okay,
you are honestly amazing if you listen to this more. Like, so this must be the only podcast they listen to, right?
There's
It's
gotta,
gotta
be.
be.
There's
Because
a,
as soon as they listen to another podcast, they're gonna realize that we suck.
Probably.
there might be a percentage of people that listen to the went on Spotify and listened to this podcast, and then never used Spotify again. for
Yeah, they just
podcasts.
deleted it.
Or whatever. Like they were just trying Spotify or whatever,
Maybe.
or they just stopped listening to podcasts on Spotify. Whatever the reason.
No,
there's,
what
There's probably a
happened-
percentage of that.
What happens? They listen to one episode of our podcast.
Yeah.
They deleted their account and then the app, and they went to the Google store and gave it a 1-star review.
Yeah, yeah. Have we even got any reviews on the Google store?
Yeah, we have. No, we don't.
They were they probably were like, I'm gonna get into podcasts. That seems like a cool thing. And then just like random going through Twitter, and it's like, oh, Baka-Talk, I'll try it. And then it just ruined their experience.
Their whole experience.
And-
It ruined their day. Their disappointment was immeasurable.
They deleted their Spotify account, and they're one of our 10 fans that listen
Yes.
to
I
us
know
more
what
than
you're
any
talking
other
about.
podcast.
Everyone that hears my voice smiles instantly. I think it's just you two numbskulls.
I thought it was just cringe.
I thought they
No,
just
man.
smile because it makes them more happy about their voice.
I was about to say
That's
like,
true, yeah.
Cringe. Like I produce smiles because they think of me like, oh, at least I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be like those influencers that always look good and are super fake. You want to be the person that's just so awful that people listen to you. You're like, you know what? My life's not so bad.
That's why
Dude.
people listen to me.
I am the best at that.
They're just like,
Next
this
slide.
guy's still alive? I've got a reason to live.
I practically live in my grandmother's basement. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
All right, let's stop your pity party.
All right, next one.
Let's go.
We're not sure what they play in outer space, but here's how your fans around the globe
globe?
listen to you.
Oh,
We have
How?
fans in outer space?
Dude, Neil Armstrong listens to us. Wait, is he even no?
He's alive.
Elon
Is
Musk.
he in outer space?
Jeff Bezos
No.
was listening to us talk about him
Heck
while
yeah.
in space.
Oh, he's in the penis rocket.
All right. How'd you listen to us?
5 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Making
So-
it the most popular time.
Wait,
the
5
perfect way to
p.m. and
rewind
el-
from a long.
okay.
What?
So 46% of our fans listen to you,
Basically,
listen to us
when they get out of
between
work.
5 p.m. and 11 p.m., making it the most popular time. That makes sense. Like
Okay,
after work.
that's kind of cool. I never really thought about people listening to podcasts after.
Yeah,
work.
it's mainly how I listen. The only podcast I have ever listened
Probably
to.
like driving home, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, I could see that. We got like a nice hour
Or
segment.
just relaxing after school too.
Why do you
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to us at 11 p.m.? You should be in bed.
Yeah, seriously.
Pretty sure like
Take
all
better
y'all
care of
are
yourself.
under 18.
Yeah. You should do that.
Man, you have no room to talk here.
Yeah, don't be like Weez that stays up until 3 o'clock in the morning.
And wakes up at noon.
Uh,
Actually, no, I still like to live.
I
Be like
woke up
Weez. I
at-
want to be like Weez.
I woke up at 10.
I haven't woken up at 10 in a long time. Not
Alright.
until at least last Saturday.
Let's see what the next slide
Next
is.
slide.
I haven't woken up till 10 since this Saturday. You released
Whoa!
3,218 minutes of content?
Across 40 episodes?
Please remember to drink water.
I'm drinking tea.
Me too.
There's water in tea.
There's a lot of water in tea.
Man, it's tea. It's not water. It's tea. It's different. It's not
You're
dirty
like
water.
yourself.
You're dirty water.
Stop calling them dirty water.
So-
That's mean.
3,218 minutes is insane.
Okay, minutes. Okay.
Yeah, minutes.
I had hours in my
Not
head.
hours.
I'm like, how does that work?
God, crap.
Like, what? But no, minutes make sense. Minutes make
It's still a
of
lot.
sense.
It's a
There's
lot of minutes.
40
if you think
episodes is
about
a
like
lot.
a movie being like 150 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. All right, last slide.
I don't know how this works.
There we go.
Thank you for sharing your 2021 with us. Same time next year.
Oh heck
Yes.
yeah!
They
Free
want a second
content
date?
next year, buddy.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
how
the-
all my dates go. It's
I would
just
say
like
this is the
same
first
time
time
next year. Yes.
First time I've had a second date. This is great.
Let's
But it's
go.
a year ago. Hold on a minute. I mean, it's gonna be a year later.
40 episodes, 9 countries. 9 countries?
We're taking over the world, baby.
999%. 900 plus 999%. So over 999%.
Hey, change that color to blue.
That's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Oh, that is sick. We should post this on Twitter.
The tweeter. It's right
Go
there.
to
There's
Twitter.
the bird. The bird is right there. The
Over.
bird is right,
Right
there.
there.
Yeah, right
Let's
there.
go.
I don't
Click
know
the
if it's
button.
gonna go
Click
to the
the
proper
button.
Twitter.
Click the button.
I'm clicking the button.
We'll find out.
See, that's the wrong Twitter account. I control 3 Twitter accounts. You know how frustrating this? I think I can switch it by.
We're live
don't
tweeting.
know.
Let's go. Just copy that thing and then paste it.
But it gives me a copy link. I'm gonna copy the link.
Oh, that works too.
See, I know how to do social media.
Wow.
I'm smart.
We're on fire.
I will.
Oh,
cut that
are
out.
we tweeting
That's what I was
on
warning you.
at Talk Baka on Twitter?
We are tweeting at TalkBaka on Twitter.
Did you get your calendar thing properly? Be a successful writer in 18 minutes. Did you do that right?
I don't know why I put that, but yeah, my goals were too high. I failed. I didn't do it in 18 minutes.
Man, you suck.
Did you do it in 19 minutes at least?
No,
Oh,
I
frick,
still
dude.
needed to do it.
Light Yagami became a successful writer in like under a second. I mean, come on.
That's true. His writing touched people's lives.
Very much so, yes.
It influenced so many people.
Some of them it touched their heart. Well, most of them it touched their
It
hearts.
touched their hearts. They just, oh man, it
They almost-
grabbed onto him. It grabbed their attention
They
right away.
almost dropped dead from it, man.
Yeah.
The
Anyways.
cult of podcasting. Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna post this tweet.
Post it.
I'm gonna move back very stealthily.
Great stealth. Aww.
Nice.
Got it.
Nice. I hope.
Man,
As
your
long
cord
as-
just sucks.
As long as I don't move, it'll be fine.
You're moving.
I hope this works, right? Is this
Rant
the proper?
for podcasters.
Okay, I think this is the one that we're supposed to see. Yeah, seems great.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah, cool. That was fun. You guys can check that out on Twitter. I'm sure it'll be lost in the algorithm, but you can always look at it on our profile. So
At Talk Baka.
yes, at Talk Baka. Anyway, show host.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do this week?
I don't know. We didn't actually find any news topics, did we?
I asked you what you did this week, not what are we talking about this
Well,
week.
I obviously didn't find any news topics. So. What I did this week is I got addicted to Halo Infinite.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is that the new Halo game?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, nice.
it's pretty sweet.
fun.
It's a lot better than
I didn't-
every other game that came out recently.
I didn't know it came out. That's cool.
Well, it's free to play, so it's not actually
Oh, the
out.
online multiplayer.
Yeah, the multiplayer.
You know,
stuff.
you didn't give us snow cones on our mics.
Right. Okay. Well, since this is that type of episode, just a
'Cause
second.
I was looking at your cone and I was like, wait a minute.
don't
Yours is
mind
different
the
from
ear.
ours. I'm gonna get
ear-
This is
uncircumcised. Let's go. Let's go.
It's like putting on a nice warm hat.
Nice noise.
See, since this is like our year-end podcast, somehow it turned into that. Since it's like
Yeah,
episode
since
16 and all
it's
that, we have to
December
make it the
now.
worst quality podcast of the whole year.
No, wait.
Exactly.
Number 69 is gonna be nice.
Oh, it's gonna be so nice. We have to think of something really, really inappropriate to do.
Obviously, we're gonna be talking about hentai. Well, or at least
Dude.
light hentai.
Dude.
One of the two.
Should we find like the worst like anime?
Man, I got you covered.
Well, yeah, you watch a lot of them, but
Yeah. Yeah. Mainly in my closet now, because I live in my grandparents' basement.
oh, I also caught up on all of my seasonal anime.
You could have said that.
Nice.
I did say that.
Yeah, just
right now.
So, what, like all the seasonal anime, or just ones you've
Just
been watching?
all
of
of
them.
them.
Like
He watched
I watched over
all-
36 episodes in one day.
he watched all the anime.
I mean,
Just
if
all
you,
of it.
If you watch it dubbed, in all honesty, you could probably do that while you're messing with those wires at work.
You know, I thought about that, but I'm afraid my boss would walk in and he likes anime, so I think he'd get mad at me for watching anime while I'm working.
No, that's fine. He'd just get jealous. He'd be like, man, go shove it.
He'd walk in and just start watching it with you, and then just
Yeah.
talk to you, and then you get fired by your other.
Yeah.
And then you get a
boss.
small Bluetooth speaker, and then you get a raise for letting him watch anime, because now he's paying
And
for
then
part
I
of
upgrade to a
prescription.
TV, and then I get a bigger TV,
Yeah.
and then
And
like
before you know it, you've got everyone addicted.
You're
yeah,
just
I
sitting
have like
in
a
this
70-inch monitor in my room. Everybody's watching anime, and we're all having a blast.
You're just in this big recliner, just like doing your job slowly.
You're
Watching.
the only one doing your job, though, so therefore you control the
Exactly.
means of
Yeah.
production.
I rule the world.
Exactly.
They're like, your productivity went down 70%, but you're the only one that's still working, so
Therefore,
good job.
by curve, you're getting a $20 raise.
Right.
Heck yeah, bigger TV.
Yeah. That's how we make the Port City Mafia.
Yes, sir. All right, Weez, what did you do?
I don't remember.
So drugs.
I've been busy
Cocaine's pretty
just doing stuff. Oh, I remember. I went to my girlfriend's grandparents' house.
Man, shut up. Get out of here. Enough of this real life bull crap. We're not here to talk about real life
We don't
stuff.
talk about relationships on a anime podcast.
Okay,
what the
okay.
heck's wrong with you?
So-
Unless you
I-
by girlfriend you mean your waifu pillow, get out of here.
So I watched all of Jojo Stone Ocean today.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
I keep on calling it Stone Rain, but it's mixing it up with that Magic the Gathering card. So.
Yeah. I watched all of that.
Nice.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye this week.
Nice. Was it good?
It is a pretty good show. The Marvel shows have been pretty decent so far.
It's good.
Nice.
They all have been good. They're like the Marvel movies. They're probably better than a lot of the Marvel movies,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Oh,
they're
I
good. They're
watched.
fun.
Speaking of Marvel movies, I actually caught up on the Spider-Man movies now.
Nice.
Oh, really? The new ones?
Yeah, I watched. Was it Far From Home? The one where he has to fight Mysterio.
Yeah, that one was cool. I
And
liked
then technically it's a Spider movie, but it's gonna go into the third Spider-Man movie. I watched Venom 2.
it. Oh,
Let There
nice.
Be Carnage, which was actually a really good movie.
Really? Cool.
Apparently the new one's supposed to have like all the Spider-Mans in it,
Supposed to be.
which is probably going to be the only reason why I watch it, because of Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield.
They're just like, hey, you know the
Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
Not the first Spider-Man?
It's going to be the first, the second, and the third.
No, I know that, but like you're not watching it because of the first Spider-Man?
No, I like Andrew Garfield. He's my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to watch all the old Spider-Man movies because I haven't seen them.
Man,
Oh, you
Like-
should come over. We should watch those.
I've seen parts of the really old one, like the original trilogy or whatever.
Please
I've
don't
seen
call it really old. Please
the
don't.
really
No,
old one, the
stop.
the ancient one.
Stop.
wow.
The Spider-Man's like my favorite, but I don't know. My favorite Spider-Man thing is the PS4 game.
I mean, it's a really good game.
The character,
so-
like the storytelling's so good in that.
Well, Pizza Time is a classic, and the snapping and the suit jerking is pretty tight. Andrew Garfield just hits with me more than the Toby Mac.
I mean, I can see that. Toby.
It actually fits. What the heck?
Yeah. I can kind of see that. I liked the story. I liked where it's going better.
I'm sad there wasn't a third one, because I'm like, I want to see that kid fight the big guy.
Oh, dude, I so badly want to watch him watch him fight Rhino.
Yeah.
That would have been sweet. To this day, they say they're still fighting.
The reason why the third one actually didn't come out is because apparently during the, when they were about to shoot, I guess Andrew Garfield had ate a bad batch of clam some, so he was sick. And Universal or Sony or whoever was doing was like, you're sick on the day you're supposed to shoot, you're fired. We're canceling the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
No, I thought it was because it was like right when they started negotiating to buy, or Disney was negotiating to buy Fox.
No, because I don't think Fox did anything
Not
with that.
Fox, Sony.
Marvel?
They bought Sony. No, they didn't buy
No,
Sony. They
Marvel.
bought
They
the
bought
right
Fox.
to Spider-Man.
Yeah, they did get the rights to.
Yeah, this was at the rights to Spider. I'm pretty sure it was after that though, because from what I've heard, basically Andrew Garfield was like, yeah, no, so I got sick over a thing of clams. Sony was like, oh no, you're sick, you're fired. And I was like,
Really?
oh well, yeah, that's what I heard. I went,
Huh.
if I'm wrong, correct me. Apparently, you need more commentators.
It could have been multiple things at the same time.
That could be.
Could have been like, oh, there's problems. Also, they want to make a Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic
He got
Universe.
sick with clams. The director's
excuse.
dog
Okay,
died.
this is what happened. Kevin Feige, the guy that like runs all the Marvel stuff, for
Guy
the
Fieri
stuff,
walks into
he
the set.
poisoned Andrew Garfield so that they wouldn't shoot the movie, so that he could have a higher like better motivation to get the rights to it, because it's like, oh, your actor's sick, and it's like this movie's gonna flop anyways, so give us the rights.
I was looking really
could see
forward to
that.
it.
That's definitely
Me
what
too.
happened.
It made me sad.
And then this new Spider-Man movie is just him getting over being sick.
Yeah.
So they just brought him back.
6 years of clam chowder sickness.
That's the reason. That, and they saw like Spider-Verse did really well, and they was like, that was an animated movie, and that made a bajillion
I have
dollars.
a theory. So do you know?
Well, real quick, Spider-Verse was actually Andrew Garfield, the guy that came into the world. As far as I'm aware, that was the Andrew Garfield universe.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's technically any of the other universes, but there's definitely references to like.
If
all
it's
of them.
any of the universes, I think he was supposed to come from one of the earlier cartoons, like the 90s cartoon by chance. I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because I know that Spider-Man had already lost his Gwen Stacy.
We don't need the Avengers. We just need Spider people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd be okay with that.
Anyways,
That would be
here's
great.
my theory. So I was watching Venom. Spoilers for the last end credit scene, right? So
Yeah.
they're sitting in this hotel, right? And
Nick
this,
Fury shows up.
you know, in Spider-Verse when they're like when Kingpin is activating the reality warp thing,
Yeah.
all the weird glitching happens. So in Venom, he ends up getting transported to the MCU universe through some weird glitching. But the glitching that was
Dang.
going on in the hotel was the same type of glitching that was happening in the multiverse, the Spider-Man verse.
Oh, that's
movie.
cool.
Nice.
So my theory is, when that went off, it affected everything Marvel.
Dang.
Which is also why we're gonna have like the multiverse of madness thing with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Deadpool's gonna walk in like, yo. Then he's gonna walk out like, this ain't my biz.
Well, we're also supposed to get possibly Daredevil
Yeah.
from in the new Spider-Man movie as well, because he might be the Eterni.
Wasn't he supposed to be the dead?
No,
Because he got the blind, then his girlfriend like did the die, then he did the die.
you're talking the old movies.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he died in the old movies, anyways.
Oh, I know his girlfriend did.
But I'm talking the Netflix show.
She got hit by like a sword or something.
Yeah, you're talking Elektra.
Yeah, I don't know her name. I just know it's like a
I thought
girlfriend or lover or something.
I thought Bullseye killed her.
Could have been that.
I don't remember.
Man, the main thing I remember is that Daredevil went blind because he saw his dad get beat up for money because he didn't throw the fight, and he's like, "Oh no, my daddy got scammed."
And he ran into the road, and then the radioactive stuff.
I thought it was just gasoline.
I thought it was chemicals.
I thought it was just.
It's supposed to be chemicals from
Oh.
the comics.
I thought it was just gasoline.
Which is why
that
he
poured
can
on him.
technically see with sonar.
Superheroes are just like, do hard drugs, kids. You might get superpowers.
No,
Well, I mean, you look
jump
you
in
look
the
at Captain
radiator
America.
reactor.
You look at Captain America.
Captain America's
The
just straight up
Hulk.
drugs. Hulk is like you see that nuclear blast over there? Run to it, my boy. Run. Be strong.
Be free, Timothy. Be free.
Don't do drugs, kids, unless it's steroids. In which case, do lots of drugs.
More than your body can handle.
Yeah.
That way, you can become mutated. I wonder if
Yeah.
that'll work.
Get bitten by spiders.
Now that one's interesting because technically you had to have your genome, and this was for all the Spider-Man movies, as far as I'm aware. Like every spider had the Parker gene imbued in that spider. I don't know about the newest one because I haven't seen that one, but for the original and the Amazing Spider-Man,
I don't remember the original having the specific.
I just
Parker
rewatched
gene.
it because
Did you?
because it was on the TV at work. I'm like, obvious choice. I don't want to
Right,
watch
dude.
these. And like the Goblin Man, he was like, I need Peter Parker because apparently his gene is in there and they're stealing from me. Bring me Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I have to rewatch that movie.
And well, that wasn't the that was the exact words actually.
The new one,
I
they
quoted it.
didn't show the origin because they showed it like a bunch of times, so they're just like, whatever. He's just kind of there.
Yeah, they also didn't show like Ben dying yet at all
Yeah.
either. So
I don't even know
Man,
if Ben
that sucks.
died. Maybe Ben just left.
that would make sense for the new movies.
Just divorced his
I mean,
wife.
that is true.
So in the
Or-
third movie, Ben just shows up on the road and gets shot by a random villain.
Ben is like on an archaeological expedition or something, and the next movie is gonna be like Finding Home, where he like finds Ben.
Ben
That's
got
gonna be
kidnapped by Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Like, I know you're a lot younger, Uncle Ben, but hey.
And he just like hold it, I love you. And Ben's
can
like,
see
get
that.
off me, you creep. For the last like 20 years or whatever.
Now, what I want to see is I want to see the guy, I forget his name. I think it's Stockman Johnson come back to the Spider-Verse.
Johnson?
The news guy. Like the reporter guy. Like, give me
Oh,
pictures of the
J.
Spider-Man.
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in the new Spider-Man movie.
All right.
The same actor and everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Bring me more Spider-Man.
That's gonna be great.
Well, anyways, back to anime related topics.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Spider-Man.
This podcast is
We
about that.
totally do talk about that. Sometimes.
So, what you said you watched JoJo. What
So
else?
I watched all of JoJo today,
Yeah.
because it came out today,
Yeah.
and it was really good.
That's good.
Did I watch anything else? I probably watched an episode of. I don't remember. I don't remember how long ago it was I watched these
Tech Op
episodes.
Destiny came out for a new
I-
episode yesterday.
I watched some of Tech Op Destiny. I'm still not caught up, and I think I'm definitely one episode behind, at least, of Platinum End, because I think it comes out today.
Okay.
Okay.
What all did you watch, The Boom Man?
Let's see. I watched 3 episodes of Kami Can't Communicate. I watched 3 episodes of Tech Op Destiny. I have not watched the newest episode, so I'm not caught up on that.
He lied.
I watched 2 episodes of Jobless Reincarnation. I watched 4 episodes of Maruko-chan, and then I watched, what was the other one? Oh, I watched 3 episodes of Irina the Vampire Cosmonaut.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was
Sweet.
fun. I mean, I don't got a lot to say about any of them.
So
So
just meaningless anime.
I do have to
episodes.
say, Jobless Reincarnation, I think, is the best isekai anime I've ever watched.
Dang, better
Man,
than ReZero.
that's stepping it. How many isekais you watched?
A lot.
How number? Give me a number.
Oh, probably in the 10s.
It's better than ReZero then?
Yes.
Is it better than Konosuba?
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah, and I don't know, it does things differently and it does things way better.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that they're doing in the show, it makes sense. Like this is the first time I've ever seen an isekai main character actually like want to change and actually tries to change on a regular basis, episode per episode.
Okay.
It's just one manga. I think it's an anime now. Basically, this guy gets isekai'd, and he ends up being a fat guy. He's like, I want to be this fat guy. So he ends up running a lot and gets skinnier and skinnier.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd
Sounds
love
like
to,
Mob
I'd love to
Psycho.
see more isekais like that rather than just
there's
the
a lot of
lonely NEET actually being isekai and then all of a sudden is like his life is fixed.
There's
Like-
a lot of them. The issue is
Yeah.
the mangas don't get that popular, so they're
Right. And I don't know. That's why I'm liking Jobless Reincarnation. Like the way they're doing it, I like how the main character is trying to better himself every day, and it's really cool too because the god that transported him, once a year will like bring him to this like alternate realm,
yeah.
like as like a vision, and while he's there, he's in his old body, right? So he's constantly reminded what he used to be. So it's kind of a cool pushing point for him to change better because like he's in his old body, he sees what he used to be because he's like an overweight like old guy,
Yeah.
right? So he wants to make his new life way better. So it's cool to see him actually change. Like he's always been really perverted, right?
Yeah.
So like he's constantly trying to change it where he's like actually more considerate of other people instead of just like always wanting to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, stuff
You
like
need
that.
to read a lot more fan translated manga.
Why?
Because there's a lot of really good ones that I think you're really missing out on. If you like this kind of stuff, there's a lot of that. There's a ton of that.
You know my manga shelf right here.
Again, I said fan subbed.
Right. What I'm saying is I need to read all of this before I even start reading fan stuff.
Have you seen my anime shelf? It's on my phone.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yes. It has hundreds of manga.
Most of those are isekais.
I know. Because you like isekai trash.
It's not trash. I like isekai because I wish, man, maybe if I got hit by a truck, I could be not here.
I think we all wish that sometimes.
Yeah. Except for Normie over here.
What?
Got a girlfriend,
What?
good life.
What?
Man, gets to go to bed at 3 and wake up at whenever he wants.
See, he wasted his chance, so if he gets hit by a truck, he's just dead.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
if we get hit by a truck, we actually
Or I
have a
get
chance.
isekai and it's like,
Nice.
no.
Right.
I isekai with
You're
you.
that weird.
That-
You're that
oh
weird
my
protagonist that is like trying to actually get back to the real world.
Yeah.
Because that's better than the other
Yeah.
world.
You just
Again,
you
there's
get
a lot of like
isekai
that,
in
too.
the like berserk world, and I'm like, oh no, oh
Man,
no.
I got a perfect idea. We get isekai, we become merchants.
See, it's like it'll
That'd
be
be
like
cool.
Yeah.
I get isekai'd with the person I tried to escape from.
Exactly. Get isekai with me, we
You're
become
just like,
merchants.
I hate you so
And I'm like,
much, I'm gonna go kill myself, and then they jump in the bus in front of the bus with you, and then
Yeah.
you both get isekai'd.
My-
That's a good story.
that happened
was
in a
just
story
thinking-
before.
It'd be
That sounds
cool
amazing.
if you're getting chased by like a serial killer,
Yeah.
and you both run into the street. You both get hit by the bus.
Oh dang.
You both get transported. And, like you're able to like you both know that you're transported in the same world.
Yeah.
But like you're able to run away from the serial killer, so now you're just like running away from the serial killer in the new life, as well as trying to like defeat the demon king and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny you mention this because there is a manga where this guy gets tied up and put in a basement forever by his little sister, who for some reason likes him a little too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So just, normal family affection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like after he's being tied up, he finally is able to break free of the ropes after being like tortured and stuff done to him. Anyway, he runs out and because the sister ran to get like food and stuff.
Yeah.
And she like sees him running away and she's like, "Oh no, you don't!" Like chases after him, dead on sprint, almost catch him because he's got a weak body. Anyway, as soon as he sees the bus, like, I want to be dead more than I want to be trapped in that basement.
Dang.
So he like runs into the bus and she's like, "I'm coming with you," and then like runs in front of the bus, and then like he's like, "Well, at least I don't got to deal with her." And then God shows up. He's like, "So how do you feel about being isekai?" He's like, "What? How about no? How about too bad?" Then isekais him, and then like when he gets isekai, he's like, "By the way, I'm also isekaiing your sister to the same world." He's like, "What? Hold on," and she proceeds. The thing is, she somehow got isekai'd a few years before him, like in the world line.
Oh, okay.
So she ended up disguising herself as a maid that takes care of him.
Yeah.
One day she showed her true colors, and like he has this sort of gravity magic, so he just like proceeds to obliterate her as he's like 3, and she's
Oh.
like,
That's terrifying.
and she's like 18. Cause she's like, "I'm gonna kidnap you from your parents," and like he's like, "No, no, no," and like kills her, and she's like, "I'll be back for you," as she's dead, and he's like, "Please don't let her reincarnate again." And then like in the 4 coma panel underneath, there's like, "Yeah, I'm being reincarnated again to this world. I hope you viewers enjoy seeing me next time." And now it's just kind of a wait for her to be reincarnated if she is reincarnated, and then hunting him back down. Because now
That's weird.
it's a guessing game of which one's his sister that's gonna try and kidnap him again.
And obviously they don't look the same because they're being reincarnated in different bodies.
Yeah,
Dude, that actually sounds pretty awesome.
it's
Like,
pretty neat.
I want to read this.
Yeah, it's only fan subbed because it's not an American
Of course,
thing
but-
yet. All the good ones are.
I mean, most of the...
Most
Good
of
fan subs are pretty
Jojo
good.
isn't even legit subbed.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're on part 4.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
it's kind of sad. Not
It
gonna
is
lie.
sad. They should. It seems like there's a big market here. Like,
There is a really big market. That's why a lot of people. That's again another reason why I'm okay with piracy, because if it wasn't for the pirates, I wouldn't be getting my manga collection. that
Japan
good.
wouldn't probably even realize wouldn't even think as much to like put it over here if it wasn't for how much it's pirated.
Yeah.
Well, it's also more of like publication, like small manga that aren't that popular.
Yeah.
There's not enough money to get them publicized over
yeah,
here.
that makes
Right.
sense.
Like, it's pretty insane to think about, like, mangas like Maruko-chan and stuff have
Mm-hmm.
actually been, like, translated to English. Because there's only 4 volumes so far, and
Yeah.
it's like not even the most popular manga either.
Well,
Like,
a bunch of that stuff is because like either the corporation that it has it under its thumb likes it, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a little popular, we're gonna blow this out of the water.
Or
a
if
little
the author has like written something already that's been popular or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I think the case with Maruka-chan, it was literally a webcomic that people
that makes
liked enough
sense.
that he actually made it into a manga, and then it got published, and then of course the anime came out, and they
Like
kind of grew
One
from there.
Punch Man.
Yeah, like One Punch Man.
Well, a lot of things either it starts out as a web novel or a web comic. It's
Yeah.
one of the two. Like,
A lot of authors like start that way, I think.
well, High School DD, web novel. I used
Yeah.
to read the web novel.
Yeah, I thought you watched. Is it a web novel
It's
or is it a light
confusing,
novel?
too.
It was a web
because-
novel, but then it turned into a light novel.
Oh,
and
okay.
then he took all the web novel stuff and reiterated it into light novel. So then I basically reread it as light novel, and then it continued in light novel form.
Like
that's cool.
ReZero, I think, is a light novel that was adapted into. It was a web novel that was adapted into a light novel that was adapted into an anime.
Right.
Basically, unless you're
And
already a
manga.
famous author, you start out as a web novel until people read it, get it, traction gets built up. Next thing you know, producing studios like, hey, you want to like become a light novelist for us?
Yeah.
But, yeah, no. So that's basically how a bunch of authors become popular when they start out.
It's like self-publishing, basically.
Yeah, that's basically how it starts out, except not as expensive. That's kind of why
Yeah.
I recommend you do the web novel first.
Yeah.
But you ignored my recommendation.
No.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
you
always-
honestly might get better growth if you do both self-publish and web novel.
Again, that's another thing I suggested, and again, denied my suggestions.
Huh, that's interesting.
You can also make money off of web novels if like you get popular with a web novel place you're working with. They'll be like, okay, we'll pay you if you like write this much. a week."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could. I'm not very good at writing something without editing it a crap ton to make it good.
Do you know how
I
many
see.
things I've seen that are literally poo poo? Like the author is literally so trash, and it's somehow very popular.
Yeah, I have seen stuff like that where I look on like a web novel or whatever like writing thing, and it's just like, how is this so popular?
You'll honestly do great. Then all you gotta do is when you finally get edited, just change it.
Yeah.
I mean, or
I
like
guess I
keep
could
it
do
as the original one and then sell the edited one as you know
Yeah.
the novel.
I'm just
That's
gonna
true.
publish this book out of nowhere and she's gonna hit New York Times best-selling. I have to do it within the next like 18 minutes or something.
Yeah, something. Like
Yeah.
that. But
Give yourself a ridiculous time goal. so-
Yes.
speaking of time, it's break time.
It is break
ad
and I have to
time.
urinate.
Ad
At
Like
time.
always.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh, that's right. What I did this week.
Yeah,
right?
what did
Yeah.
you do this
Yeah.
week?
So, Sunday, binge watched Danmachi season 2.
Danmachi is.
I've never heard of it.
It's the.
Is it wrong
Run
to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Oh,
Right,
okay.
It's just shortened to Danmachi, like how Konosuba is.
God's wonderful blessing on this world, or God's blessing on this
Konosubarashi
wonderful
something
world.
something shitai.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Zero starting life in another world.
Yeah. So finished Danmachi season 2.
How was
apparently. It was alright. Apparently there's already season 3 coming out.
Dang.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that popular of a show. I knew season 1 came out and I knew people talked about it, but I didn't know it was popular.
See, I don't know. My sense of humor is pretty out there. It's a good show in my opinion. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like there's, for example, the Fox girl that I ended up saving. She was like a prostitute, but she loved hero stories. She's like, well, no hero's ever gonna save me because I'm a prostitute. I'm not gonna like that. And then like the main character, he's like, I'd save you. The other heroes, no, they're not like that. Yeah, I don't think we're listening about real heroes. A real hero wouldn't care,
Yeah.
They're gonna save you no matter what. And she got like all heart touch. And like the end of that arc, basically, the one ladies that were like hired her up for the prostitution thing, like, did he tell her that she'd like pass out before like it actually happened? And she's like, I think something's a little better left unsaid. They'll figure it out when they get there, basically. But I mean, I guessed it because when she first mistook Belle, who's the main character,
Yeah.
for a customer, and she was about to like do stuff, she ended up passing out. So I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty obvious that this has never happened.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at guessing things though. Other than that, I started watching Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh.
Which is pretty legit.
How do you like it?
I love it.
It's a show I want to watch.
My brother tried watching it and then said it wasn't just the type of show that he liked.
I don't like the main character. Well,
Okay.
who they say the main character is. I believe the real main character is Dazai, who I absolutely adore. This man's I can relate to. He has tried every single way in the book to commit self-delete.
What?
Yes, he tries to commit self-delete all the time, but his skill is to prevent being like he's not able to die. Basically, it's hard for him to die.
Like his power is.
No, he just has a natural ability that prevents him from dying.
Oh, okay.
So like this man's the first time the main character meets him, like the first scene we start off in.
Yeah.
Basically, the main character, I forget his name, but I don't like him. Anyway, first scene he's like basically an orphan. He's broke and he's whining about how he's hungry and stuff, worthless stuff. And he's like, first person I see, I'm gonna rob. I'm gonna go bad boy full out the gate. First person he sees, whizzes by a motorcycle. Like, okay, that was a little tough. That was a little too hard for me. I'm not that fast. I'll go for the next person. Next person comes by. It's just a troop of military police. It's like, okay, they'd obviously not carry a wallet on them. They're in training. I can't do that. And he's like, next time, for third time the charm. I got this. And he hears something and he turns around and he just sees feet dangling out of the water because he's not by a river.
Yeah.
And there's like crows on the feet, like pecking at him. He's like, I think, should I help him? Should I rob him? What do I do here? Let's just find out. So he goes over, plucks him out, and then Dazai is like, why did you save me? What's wrong with you? I was trying to die. I jumped off the bridge. Why did you save me? And the main character's like, why is he upset that I saved him? Like, well, this makes no sense. Like, I saved this man and he's yelling at me. And then, long story short, he ends up joining the organization that Dazai's in. I'm trying to, not spoil stuff here. Anyway, he joins the organization that Dazai's in, and then, an entire time, he's, trying to off himself. When they were eating food with the main character and one of Dazai's buddy, Dazai looks up, and there's a nice little support beam for the building, running across the ceiling. He's like, that looks like a strong beam. And his friend's like, don't you think about it. We're trying to eat. He's like, oh, no, I was just thinking of a good neck exercise that helps stretch out the body. It's just a neck hanging technique. You should write that on your notebook, because he carries down a notebook that he writes down his ideals. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll start writing that down. He's writing it down. He's like, yeah, I'm just messing you. And his pen breaks. He's like, you're what? That's pretty great.
That's
and eventually, episode 3 or 4, he's like, you know what? I think I've given up. Basically, they're doing a whole detective thing, and they're looking for another body in the river because they found a body.
Yeah.
We got something, and they pull out a big fishing net, and it turns around, it's just Dazai hanging upside down. Why are you trying to kill yourself? He's like, no, I actually fell this time. I'm not trying to kill myself, because now I'm trying to find a cute girl who wants to kill herself with me. That way we can do a double suicide. That way it's romantic.
Wow. Dang. Okay. That's messed up.
He has a book. It's called The Guide to Suicide, or The Path to Suicide. And it has all the different ways you can commit suicide.
Oh my goodness.
Episode 2 or 3, basically the main character sees Dazai's partner. He's like, help, he's done something. He's like, what are you doing now? And Dazai basically according to this book, this mushroom will kill me. And he's eating half a mushroom. And instead of killing him, it's making him go all psychedelic and crazy. He's like, this is what heaven looks like. Oh my goodness, you guys need to join me. And then the guy ignores him and starts doing computer work. And it's pretty great. I like it.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
fun.
The second time you see him committing suicide, basically he calls up the main character. He's like, I really need your help. Really, really super bad. And he's like, what do you need help with? Walk outside and you'll find out. And the guy walks outside, and it's Dazai in a barrel. He's sitting, his arms behind him, his legs up, and he's slowly sliding down the barrel drum, and he's basically yeah, no, apparently this is a good way to kill yourself, because your innards start becoming crushed and you split in half and all that. However, after getting in here, I realized that this is just torture. And I don't want to go this way. I want to go a peaceful, not torture way. This hurts. And the main character's like, well, why didn't you call everyone else from the organization? I was like, I did, but when I told them I was literally dying here, they told me congratulations for completing your goal. Like it was no big deal.
That's amazing.
And it's basically the guy like kicks the barrel over and he falls. I was like, all right. But no, everyone in this show has a superpower. Dazai's power is called no longer human, which basically cancels out anyone else's superpower.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's pretty tight. I'm on like episode 6.
Speaking
Nice.
of suicide, in Jojo, when I started watching it, Netflix pops up with this thing that's like it's content warning or whatever. And one of the things listed was suicide. And I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder what it's going to be. Well, I found the episode. And so what happens is that this one girl just awakens her stand and finds it and figures out how to use it. It's like this weird thing where she can duplicate objects, and then if she like takes the sticker out, the object goes back to the other object.
Okay.
But it like hits it when it does, so it can kind of break it and stuff. So anyways, she awakens that, and then this she actually awakens to a guy stealing money from her, because this whole thing, the whole story of this part of JoJo is that the main character got a crime pinned on her that she didn't actually commit, and she got sent to prison.
Right.
So she's in this women's prison. She's actually in this prison that there's a men's prison and women's prison, and it's on this like island. So there's like no way to escape from it, basically.
Alcatraz.
Pretty much. So she's in this prison in Florida, and
It's basically
JoJo is
It's
basically
Alcatraz.
just Florida Man. So anyways,
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
she's in this prison. There's like it's this weird setup where everyone's kind of free to like go wherever. It's just like at night, they make them all go to their cells and they check everyone and whatever.
So
but,
Swedish prison.
but everyone's like, there's a bunch of areas you can go to and that you're fine with.
Or just Florida.
And you just
Yeah.
say like, oh, I work in like some areas are restricted, but you can get in if you have some kind of work pass or whatever. So anyways, it's like kind of like this open little area thing. So there's this like weird underground like money system thing that goes on where they're all like hiding money on their body somewhere all the time. So there's a constant exchange of money. So anyways, she gets money stolen from her from the guard. They also bribe the guards a lot. But she gets money stolen from her while she's asleep in the infirmary for getting sick. I don't remember why she got sick. But anyways, I think it was from cutting herself, and then she awoke her stand. So she has her stand. She finds the guy that she like messes with him by like putting his broom, like duplicating it and then like bringing it back so it like smacks him and knocks him unconscious. She takes her money from
what
him.
a prank.
She takes the money from him and finds so there's this other thing that's going on where these people are getting like these discs taken out of their heads, and it has like their memories. So she like finds it, it's like, what the heck is this? And then learns from his memories that he's stolen a bunch of money from the sick women in the infirmary, and he has it stashed in this thing. So she's like, oh sweet. Anyways, she's still freaking out about her stand. She goes to the bathroom, and the guy I don't exactly remember what happened, but something happened. She's in the bathroom, and the guy comes in there and is like, he's just the janitor or whatever, is cleaning it. And I think she confronted him about stealing.
So the guy just walks in the bathroom while the woman's using the bathroom.
She was just hanging out in the bathroom. I don't know. But anyways, I think she just like got done
That
using
still
it.
seems
The
pretty
life
sus
of
to
a
me.
janitor.
It's a prison, so
They don't
there's not
care.
a lot of
That's
privacy.
true, yeah.
So anyways, he's in there and they're like talking, and he's like, I don't have any of my memories, because the disc thing like removes your memories.
Yeah.
So he's like panicky. He's just like, I don't have any of my memories. And then she's like talking to him a little bit, and then he's just like, I'm so happy. I've never had a conversation with a woman before this long. It's so amazing. I'm gonna go hang myself now. And he just runs up and hangs himself from the ceiling. And she's just like, what the heck just happened? I was just talking to this guy, and he was so happy, and then he just hung himself. Well, what happens is he got a stand ability where whatever like self-harm he does to himself, it goes to her too. So she starts getting strangled. So she ends up like freeing him from that. And then he's like, and she's like, okay, that was really weird. He's like, okay, I'm fine now. I'm not gonna do that anymore. You saved my life. I owe you my life. She's like, okay, good. And then she's like thinking through things, trying to piece together what's going on. And then he's got his head in a sink and he's drowning himself.
So does he know about the stand?
So he doesn't. at this point.
Okay.
So she's like, so she saves him from that too. And she just like, it's funny because his stand ability has nothing to do with him committing suicide. She's like, he has major suicidal tendencies. So he's constantly just trying to kill himself. And this guy gave him a stand that would make him like have that reflect on her. So anyways, you get his backstory because she like runs away from him and then eventually comes back because he's about to like electrocute himself.
Oh, geez.
And he like started to electrocute himself, and then they're like, oh no, he needs this thing to like make it so his body, it'll like go through his body and like fry his heart basically. So he like got this stuff and he's like sitting there and with like this cord just wrapped around his entire body in a switch, and he's like dumped with this liquid that'll make him like, that'll just fry him. And so she's trying to like calm him down, and it's just like, everything's fine, you know. He gives his backstory where he was cleaning his shotgun one day and it went off in his apartment. And at that same moment, some lady jumped off to commit suicide and she got shot.
Hey, he helped her
through the heart from his shotgun just going off randomly. And he's like, some people are super lucky to win the lottery and other people have equally bad luck where something like that happens. And so no one believed him, obviously, so they thought he shot her off of the building.
Oh, geez.
And he got sent to prison.
Nice.
So anyways, he's super suicidal. And then she just pretty much straight up kills him after that by defeating him. What happens? She somehow gets the stand. I don't remember what happened. I watched so much Jojo.
I was like, you binge watched it.
It's all blurring together.
That's one thing I don't like doing is binge watching a lot of anime.
Yeah,
because it does all blend together.
She ends up basically frying him.
But
and then,
she dies.
But then no, she ended up like defeating him without that. She was like at the very end. She was like trying to be nice to him, and he was like, "You're only doing this to save yourself," pretty much. And she was just like, so then she just yelled at him for like being selfish jerk, like to kill her too or whatever. And he just like, that is so honest and kind. I'm gonna kill myself anyways. And she just like, screw you. So yeah, she beat the crap out of him and then fried him. But then she brought him back to life with the disc thing. So he's still alive.
Nice.
So it was pretty funny that at the end of her fight, she basically just murdered him and was like, oh dang.
That's weird.
Yeah. Jojo
is so weird.
It is very bizarre, but it's a great trip. It's a great trip.
Jojo's bizarre adventure.
Okay, the climax of this like first like part of it was this guy, like he can control weather.
Yeah.
So he has poison dart frogs rain from the sky. Because there's like different instances of through like hurricanes or whatever, like frogs falling from the sky in Florida.
Yeah.
And so somehow he caused that to happen. Somehow he caused it to specifically happen with poison dart frogs.
Which are only found in the Amazon rainforest.
Right.
Yeah, which it also specifically mentions that they're only found in the Amazon rainforest.
Oh, you gotta love a JoJo anime.
I love JoJo. It's amazing. So it's just like these frogs raining from the sky, and it's like this big thing going on.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Back to Bungo Stray Dogs. There's this guy who doesn't have a power. I forget his name, but he doesn't know he doesn't have a power. Basically, he calls his power Ultra something.
Instinct?
No, it's not that. My brother said the same thing. But it's like when you're like trying to figure out something, and it's like mathematical, I forget what it's called. But anyway, he can basically Sherlock Holmes any case.
Okay.
He thinks it's a superpower, but it's not.
He's just really smart.
He's just really, he's dumb until he is on the case, and he's like, it's obviously this.
Oh, like ultra intuition or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. And then like everyone's like, wow, he's amazing. And the main character's like, that's not a superpower. And I was like, no, this is exactly how I figured this out. And then like went down the list, and he's like, obviously can't figure out everything, but yeah. And the guy's just like smirking, like, I got the best superpower in the world.
Oh, that's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's about time for us to wrap up.
Lucky Star time.
Lucky Star time?
Yeah.
All right. How you guys like today's episode?
I thought it was pretty darn cool.
It was
thought
good.
it was pretty good.
I thought it was
Fun
alright.
episode.
It was a fun.
I
episode.
liked. We kind of went back to the banter between all three of them.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
kind of like the classic banter. They're talking about. I forget what they're talking about.
Well, Konata got a new phone.
Right,
One of those
yeah,
weird
yeah.
flip
Get a new
phones.
phone.
And then they started talking about how like the one girl was totally absent-minded all the time.
Yeah.
And brought up a bunch of funny situations about that.
They went to Konata's workplace.
Yeah, which is pretty
yeah.
cool.
That was really
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
The whole like her playing her role or
part of the
whatever, and then like
protocol.
explaining it to them, where she's just like going from her like acting voice to just being like, it's because of this. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. This,
yeah.
and then like keeps going with her like spiel. It was
Well,
great.
it's great because she could tell that her friends are very confused and not sure what's
Yeah.
going on. And she's like, I'm only mean to you because it's part of the cosplay.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty great. I like the whole scene with the comic book shop again.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's
was
such a great recurring joke that every single time
Oh,
she goes
man.
there, she never buys anything, and they're always just like trying so hard to get her to buy
She's
something.
only here to pass time to wait for a friend.
Yeah, they're like, oh no.
We've all done that though. Like where we
I
walked
know.
into a store and it's just like, I'm not actually gonna buy anything, but I gotta look busy for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I get bored. I'm like, okay, store time.
Yep. But I don't know. This episode was really good. Just for, it felt like they're kind of getting back into that like lull of just
yeah,
like school.
they got into the groove of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we got all the exciting stuff. We got all the holidays, and now it's just like New Year. They're doing school again, and like I
Yeah.
got a feeling it's gonna be like that for like the next 2 episodes or something.
If you notice, Konata is making bentos now instead of eating the one thing because she's got to act like the older sister for her cousin.
Oh yeah.
You notice she was eating
Oh
a bento.
yeah, yep. That
There-
is interesting. I didn't notice that.
I like that they keep focusing on the main characters. Like they keep introducing characters,
Yeah.
but they're still like nowhere near as important as the main
No.
characters.
Yeah.
I like how they still focus on them, and it's like this is what the show's about. These other characters are just kind of there too,
Yeah.
and you get small references to them.
Like-
It feels like every other character except the main four are just like world building kind of.
Well, they like keep on reminding you that these people are people too. Like the one
Yeah.
person was at the comic book store, then the little sister came. I was like, I'm hungry. Okay, we can eat when I'm done with my shift here. And so
Yeah.
I don't know these people, but it's kind of cool that they included them.
That
Yeah.
was so cool. Like anime doesn't do that enough. Where
Yeah.
it's like just a short paragraph, not even paragraph, like 2 sentences
Yeah.
of like background character.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they'll do that, like if they're in a big crowd, like you'll see like a character say one thing to another character, but it's not like a real world situation. Usually it's just like a bunch of jarbled up words
It's
that make no
kind
sense.
of a thing with storytelling, how it like advances where you want like the quickest like thing. So you don't want any scenes or anything that doesn't
Yeah.
forward the plot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of refreshing to have something like this because the reason stories are predictable is because they have to have everything go with the plot. So it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, that thing that it showed me at the first scene, that's what this is gonna be in this scene.
Yeah.
And so having a show like this where you don't really know if what they're doing is just some random thing they're talking about or if it's actually like a setup for
A joke
like,
or something?
a joke or a continuous like thing to like go
Right.
back and back to, like her going to the store. The first time you watch it, just like, okay, this is funny, them
Yeah.
like her going to the store or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're all freaking out, and then she goes to the store like 5 more times after that, and
Yeah.
it just becomes like a recurring like thing, and you're like, oh, okay.
And then eventually, like, you see her walk down, like, these basically, like, shelf outlines, and then you see the store dude, and you're like, hey, it's this
like
bit.
it's
and
this
like-
again, yeah.
Yeah, it's like how in today's episode they were taking pictures of the younger girl Tsukasa.
Oh, yeah, because they all
Yeah.
thought she was in, like, a cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like, man, that probably does happen on a regular basis. Not gonna lie.
yeah, probably.
Probably in Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hear most, like, anime is definitely nothing like Japan. But like,
Around the nerd store. I mean, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
this show Lucky Star has been pretty realistic for the most part.
you think?
I think so.
Okay.
I
There-
feel like it has been.
Every anime shop definitely has store clerks that look like JoJo characters. Like that is a no doubt,
yeah,
no brainer. That's true.
definitely.
I mean, I guess I could see that. That'd be kind of funny. But,
That'd be great. I'd go to that place if there is one.
yeah.
I want a JoJo themed maid cosplay, except for instead of maids, it's guys.
Just big
like-
buff guys.
Yeah,
with,
like a deal just whoo, whoo, whoo.
That'd be great.
They're just like posing every time. It's like,
Yeah.
what can I serve you today?
Oh, you're approaching me. And it's like,
You
I
want
just,
a table or a booth?
You guys You guys know that old Cartoon Network show, Johnny Bravo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized that's a JoJo reference.
It is a
baby.
JoJo reference.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, just posing and man, I want a JoJo like
He's
style.
even got the
kinda thing.
JoJo hair.
He does,
It
and he's
doesn't
got the
even-
body
it
build
does.
too.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be like JoJo specific, just the idea of everyone just like posing and being like crazy
What
about
if-
everything.
Johnny Bravo's really a Jabrowski. That's why his name is
Oh
Johnny.
dang, he's a Joe bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Johnny bro. Joe.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh, he's even based in America.
Johnny Joe Bravo. Johnny.
Hey, mama. His like stand is making women run away from him.
oh, that'd be great. All right, we need to cover really quick the Lucky Channel
Lucky
thing.
Channel.
Lucky channel.
It was karaoke. It was pretty
It's just
funny.
her
That's so
sitting
good.
in karaoke.
Because like she was mad at first, and like as soon as the song started, she had started singing. Because she was like, "I wanted a live
Like,
performance."
this
Well,
is
they
my
promised
thing,
her like a
yeah.
big live performance, and then they just had enough money to put her in a karaoke.
Karaoke.
What I
room.
thought was funny was that they had ample time to put her in a live performance, so they put her in the maid cosplay
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But they didn't do that, so I
Yeah.
found that really funny.
That's amazing.
That would have been cool.
Yeah,
I could have seen that like as her being one of the maids.
Yeah.
That'd be a
It
cool
would have been
thing.
hilarious if she was just like in the background. Like,
Yeah.
I think this one is better because like while she's singing, like
Yeah.
the guy comes in with the drinks. He's like, "All right, I have your drinks," like interrupting everything. She's like, "The brown one's mine." Then goes back to
Yeah.
singing.
And then they call the room like, "Hey, kid, are you guys almost done, or do you need an
Yeah, it's
extension?"
like you got like 5 minutes left. It's like, okay, I'll start packing up.
And she's still singing, and he's like, "Bye,
Bye,
Nee."
Nee.
And then the live action scene afterwards was actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
yeah.
the actor of Akira singing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was actually more serious
actress.
moment, but it was actually fun to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah,
It was great.
he's wearing
Kimono.
yeah. Whenever I think of kimono, for some reason I want to say yakuza. I'm like,
He's
"You're not
just wearing a
gangsters."
yakuza.
Like earlier when I said I want to wear kimono, I was like, I want to wear yakuza. Wait a minute, that's not right.
That's like wearing like a really endangered species animal or whatever. It's like your coat to show how
Yeah.
like rich you are. It's like
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm wearing the yakuza.
I'm wearing the yakuza, skinned freshly today.
I do have to rant about something really quick. So Funimation's Chromecast casting thing
Yeah.
is absolute crap
Yeah.
because they were doing the whole like after show, like what's coming up next in the next episode bit, and it was actually them telling jokes and stuff about the next show.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to read it, but then the stinking Funimation what's coming up
That
next
is
thing
annoying.
popped up 20 seconds before they actually switched
Those
to the new
are
episode.
really annoying. I hate when they do that.
Why the heck was it 20 seconds?
I don't know.
They should have been like 5.
Yeah.
I
Like,
said
come on.
7
And it should have been like smaller and just kind of like in the corner. or
Yeah, no,
something,
they
like,
did a whole like
Why is it
3
this
quarters
huge banner that
Yeah,
like gives
huge
you
banner. Cuts
that-
off all of the subtitles. Come on, Funimation. You're an anime streaming site. You know we're
Yeah.
reading subtitles.
You should also know that there's things at the end of the episodes of anime. Like, it's more of like a Western thing to not do that.
Yeah.
It's like anime does that like all the time. Like they almost always have a thing at the end that's like the next episode coming up, blah blah blah.
Right. I don't know. It's stupid. I was frustrated with it because I was trying to get it off the screen and it's like there's nothing to do to get it
Yeah.
off the screen.
Thinking of pirating, I actually almost had a scare this week because, man,
That was your brother.
tell him to shut up right now. Anyways, so basically, I had a scare this week because the place where I normally get anime from,
Yeah.
well, that almost went out of business because they didn't have enough funding for the servers.
Ooh.
But luckily, we pulled together and donated a generous at least $1,200.
We meaning other people because you didn't donate or
Yeah, no, I didn't donate.
Very nice.
I didn't have the money to donate. Otherwise, I would because I'd donate 20 and be like, yeah, I'd keep this up. That way I can have free anime for the rest of my life.
I had something similar. So for my other podcast, Look Behind You, right? We use a lot of different references. And usually we'll pull up the Wikipedia on whatever subject we're talking about once just to see what it has.
Yeah.
And Wikipedia, for the last 2 times I've looked on the site, have been like, so you use Wikipedia a lot. Do you mind donating so that way we can stay open?
Wikipedia does that literally all the time.
Yeah.
They've been
do.
doing that since they were first started. Like,
Yeah.
there was one time when I was in school and like, Wikipedia's gonna close down because we don't have enough money. And they said that for like the entire year. And
Right.
they never closed. I'm like, man, just close or shut up.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how Wikipedia could close down, considering they're like the only. If you look up a word,
Yeah.
Wikipedia comes up.
Yeah.
If you look up a story, Wikipedia comes up. It's the first site that comes up with basically anything you Google search.
Yeah. Man, tell him to shut up.
I muted my computer. I seriously did. I don't know what's happening.
Why is he talking? He's not supposed to be this social. Tell him
I
to
don't
go play,
know why he's being this.
Tell him to go
social.
play Minecraft or something.
Yeah. Doesn't he know there's girls in the server? How can he talk so openly?
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure if he's aware of that.
He probably doesn't know. That's why he talks.
All right, so I think we're done now.
Yeah, I think we're all set here. I think we're wrapped up.
I think I'm gonna reply to your brother and just tell him the story that you told us during the podcast with him about like the posters and stuff, printing out the Kirito stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'll reply to his.
Yeah.
His
Go back to printing your
Yeah,
off-brand
go-
posters.
yeah.
Freaking weeb.
Go back to worshiping Kirito.
Go back to being
that'd be
cringe.
funny.
Oh, that's another thing. So the new Sword Art Online movie is coming out this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my brother are going to see that.
Oh nice.
Oh, cool.
So
Is it
first time.
in theaters?
Yeah, in Grand Rapids.
Ah, nice.
So
What day are
first
you gonna
time-
watch it on?
Either Friday or Saturday. Well, not Friday, but probably Saturday.
Dang, I was
What?
gonna go with you, but
Oh, it's either gonna be Saturday, possibly Sunday, more likely Saturday because he's got the church on Sunday.
yeah, I have to work
Cool.
Saturday. So
What time do you got work till?
I work subcontracting all day, and then I work podcast all night.
Oh, I was about to say because we're gonna go at like 8 in the afternoon. Probably
That's
somewhere around there.
evening.
Well, our plan was we were gonna go watch the movie. Then we're gonna go to the kind of not expensive but pretty high class sushi place, sushi and
Okay.
ramen place. One I was telling you about when we were going to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Okay.
We're possibly gonna split a $40 giant sushi platter.
Oh, nice.
That sounds good.
That's cool.
That's not really that much either.
No,
No, not really.
especially for good high quality sushi too.
Yeah, and that's like one of the most because it's a platter, so it's like the
Yeah.
most expensive thing.
Yeah.
But
You
you
can
also
get
get
like
variety.
You can get a big bowl of ramen for like $10 at most, depending on
That
the type of
sounds
ramen.
good.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh.
It's like between $7 to $10 depending on the kind of ramen you get. And
Nice.
there's like this lobster roll that is basically the head of the lobster's at the front. Then they use the sushi and the lobster pieces would make the entire lobster all the way down.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like
Nice.
$15 for lobster, and lobster's not cheap.
No, it's not.
So anyway, that's what we're doing this weekend. Thanks
Cool.
for reminding me on that.
That sounds fun.
On that.
We better watch out because he's gonna steal the poster from like the wall. He's
Yeah.
Gonna, like, run over there.
He's
Like,
gonna run over and be like, I got my new Kirito poster.
Yeah.
Proceed to rip down the movie theater screen and be like, where'd it go? I mean, the kids try to plug a USB into a disk drive. I mean, this is not above it.
I did see that Discord message. I was just like,
I would say, like,
what?
He did do that once. We were playing Minecraft, and he was like, I can't plug the headset into the USB drive. I'm like, but that's the disk drive.
Does he not know that thing will not fit in that hole?
I don't know. I don't think he's been taught the birds and bees yet.
Ah, I see.
Anyways, we're going to end it here. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the podcast too over at BTS.
You must have enjoyed it very much to listen this long.
Very much so, yes. I know we had a pretty, I don't know, it wasn't really a off-the-rail podcast.
I felt like this was like just our recoup podcast after being busy for so long.
I feel like we had some decent conversations here.
Yeah,
And
I enjoyed it.
liked it. It was fun. On that, any last words, Boom?
This is the
Send
last
help?
podcast. I
No,
know.
you can't say that. That's not allowed. That's not allowed.
Wait, why is it not allowed?
It's not allowed. Just pick something else.
I'm gonna be here next week.
Pick
right?
some. Before I go blade in sorcery on you and use my telekinesis to get a gun in my hands, you choose something else. Oh yeah, I just got blade and sorcery this week. It's fun because I got a bunch of Star Wars mods.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, those look fun on that
Yeah,
game.
it's really fun.
Last words. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
There we go. Where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me on Twitter at SirBoom9.
That's not what I want. What's your address? Where can they find you?
Oh, that address? It's 556 North Winchester Road, New York.
Okay, good. You can also find him at his new grave site over here.
Whoa.
Anyways,
hey.
Weez,
Yeah.
any last things you want to say?
I would like to say that you can go follow me on Twitter.
I thought I was going to go somewhere else.
at KBW Author. And And from there, you can find the link to my YouTube channel, which is just KBW. I'm also at KBW Author on Instagram.
Nice.
Man, no promoting Instagram or the other poo-poo
Instagram.
thing.
Oh, I'm also on Facebook because on Instagram you can just also post to Facebook, and I'm like,
So these are the things you're not allowed to promote yourself on when I'm hosting: Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Those are 3 you're not allowed. No,
Facebook
don't do it.
is
No.
pretty cringe.
No, don't do
Facebook's
it.
really really
Just
bad.
stop
I
talking
really
about
hate
it.
Facebook.
I hate all social medias.
Instagram is also pretty cringe. Twitter's actually the best social media because when you have the app and you scroll to the end, it just stops.
Yeah.
That is
Instagram,
true.
you keep going and it's just like, okay, here's more garbage, here's more garbage, here's
Yep.
more garbage.
Now, other than that, you can find us on most things. Just Google us.
No, where can I find you?
Oh, Pyrolis 2, I believe.
Yes.
You can I don't know. I play a lot of games. Feel free to add me. I like playing games, but I don't have many people to play games with other than my brother. So feel free to do that. Because Boom over there is either watching anime, learning Nihongo, or editing for the podcast.
Yes, those are 3
Yeah.
things I do with my life. I do play Halo
Basically.
Infinite now, though.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't know. You said you watched a lot of anime.
I did.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of anime.
But yeah, no. Anyways, other than that, you can just look up Baka-Talk Studios and you'll find us, or just Baka-Talk, you'll find us. Everything we have is on the Google.
Yeah,
Yes,
Baka-Talk
because they
Studios
own the
is our
world.
YouTube.
Yes. And then
You can find your science game playthrough.
you can. I believe is our email askbakatalk@gmail.com?
You got it.
Yeah, all right. That's our email.
Yeah.
All right.
askbakatalk@gmail.com.
Now that we can wrap up here, I think we're doing good. I've
Yeah.
been Pyrolis, your host for the day, the hostess with the mostest. Have a good one. Cheers.
See you all later.
Ciao meow.
Bye, Nee.
Bye.